I was the person who always said yes, even when my heart screamed no. The one who smiled through exhaustion, carried everyone else's burdens, and forgot to carry my own. Birthdays I didn't want to attend, favors I didn't have the energy for, opinions I hid deep inside because I was afraid to rock the boat. I thought that was what love looked like. Always agreeing, always available, always nice. Until one day I finally snapped. Not with anger, not with drama, but with a quiet, unshakable silence. The silence of someone who's done giving. It wasn't a sudden explosion. It was a slow burn, a buildup of too many yeses that weren't really yeses at all. I spent years living for everyone else, trying to be what they wanted, trying to keep peace, trying to avoid conflict. I was raised to believe that being nice meant being loved, that to be loved, I had to be agreeable, that to be respected, I had to be helpful. So I became the nice one, the person who never said no, the person who always helped, always listened, always sacrificed. I thought it was the right thing to do, and I thought it was how you show love. But the truth is, when you spend your life trying to please everyone else, you start to lose yourself. It started small. I felt tired, not the kind of tired that goes away with sleep, but a deep exhaustion that lives in your bones. I'd get invites or requests, and my heart would sink. But I'd say yes anyway, because I didn't want to disappoint, because I didn't want to be seen as selfish. And then resentment crept in. Not loud, but quiet, simmering resentment. I'd do favors and smile, but inside I was building a wall between who I was and who everyone wanted me to be. I told myself, if I say no, they won't love me. If I stop helping, they'll leave. If I speak my mind, I'll cause problems. It was a lie, but it felt like survival. After years of this, I stopped recognizing the person I saw in the mirror. The lines on my face were real, but so was the emptiness behind my eyes. I was there, but not really there. Then came the day I snapped. Not with a yell, not a big fight, just one small moment that changed everything. A call from someone who needed help. Again, my usual yes on the tip of my tongue, but suddenly, I stopped. For the first time in years, I felt a voice in my head say, "You don't owe them your peace." I began to say no. At first, it was terrifying. The guilt, the fear, the voice inside yelling, "You're being selfish." But I kept practicing. I set tiny boundaries, said no to little things, paused before I responded. And with every no, I felt a piece of myself come back. I wish someone had told me these sooner. So here they are. 5 secrets to stop people-pleasing and start living for you. You don't have to say yes immediately. Say, "Let me think about it," or "I'll get back to you." This pause gives you space to decide if you really want to say yes. You don't owe long explanations for saying no. A simple "I can't" or "I'm not available," then silence, sends a clear boundary message. Write down every time you say yes, but feel resentment. Notice patterns. This helps you understand your triggers and where to set boundaries. Start small. Say no to something minor every day. Maybe it's not answering texts late at night or skipping a small favor. Each no builds your confidence and protects your energy. Ask yourself every day, what would I do today if I wasn't afraid of disappointing anyone? Then do one thing from that list. Over time, you shift from living for approval to living with authenticity. Because the person you lose when you're people-pleasing is the most important person, you. Some people will be upset. They liked you when you were always available. But this is a filter. The people who matter will respect your boundaries. And the rest? Letting go is freeing. You'll find joy again. Real joy. Not the kind you fake to keep others happy. You'll sleep better. You'll feel lighter. You'll hear your own voice. The one that's been buried under everyone else's needs. You are allowed to disappoint people. You are allowed to protect your time and energy. You are allowed to say no. You are not selfish for choosing yourself. If you're struggling, start small. Say no once this week to something you don't want to do. See what happens. You'll be okay. This is your life, not theirs. And the best version of yourself is waiting on the other side of your no. If you like video, please subscribe to our channel, Elderly Wisdom. Stay tuned for next video.